This is called shovel logging. You can see the big shovel. That's what they call something that otherwise you might think was an excavator. He's got a great big saw, looks kind of like a grinder on the front. And he is thinning out the trees in this stand. This is about a 30-year-old stand that's a little bit overdue for what's called commercial thinning. And commercial thinning means that we're going through, taking the population down from maybe 400 per acre to somewhere around 240 per acre. And believe it or not, over this fairly large piece for us, in the neighborhood of 50 acres, our logger, whose name is Tom Fox, goes through the entire stand. And this is a tough stand to get through because there's so much underbrush. And he marks out lanes for skidder roads, and he individually marks every tree that he thinks we need to take down. Now, we're thinning because the population is so high here, the stems per acre are so high, that the trees are beginning to get unhealthy. There's just not enough sunlight to go around, and in the crowded parts, it's only about maybe 10% of the tree still has needles on it, and that's not healthy. Now, that might describe a lot of our national forests, sadly, because they're poorly managed. And that's why you see so many of them being attacked by disease and insects. But we want a healthy forest, and so when we open up the forest a little bit, it gives the trees a chance to get some sun a little farther down, build up their health, start growing a little faster. And when we go and look at the tree rings in the future, we're going to see the year that we did all this thinning, the growth rings are going to be a lot wider. The guys who run this equipment are real artists. I admire them so much. And he is picking up these trees and laying them down in a way that is not going to do any damage to the other trees. And that's where the artistry comes in. So after this commercial harvest, or commercial thinning, we are going to, I'm slowing down because I wanted to be sure I wasn't going to get a tree on me. We're going to be leaving this forest alone for probably another 20 to 30 years, and then my children and grandchildren are going to have a real nice final harvest, and we're going to start over again. When you walk through here, you can really see how the animals use this forest too. These skid roads are like a highway for elk and deer. And what they're doing, there's not much forage inside this densely populated forest. They're moving through this forest, using it for cover, and then going out to some of the small clear cuts that we've done previously where there's a lot of forage for them. And as we create more varied patches of habitat, that supports a lot more animals. That's one of the fun parts of this job for me.